Hi guys, with the Labour conference just around the corner, Andy Burnham, the Mayor of Greater Manchester, has been on manoeuvres. Now, there's an unofficial campaign to get him into a position where he runs for leader of the Labour Party. There's also a significant number of Labour MPs who would like to see Keir Starmer out and Andy Burnham in. Now, is that likely to happen? I don't think so, at least not in the short term. But could Andy Burnham create massive problems for Keir Starmer? Yes, he could.
Is this the start for you, though, of the biggest gamble, this whole process at the moment, that you've ever taken in your political career?
Well, the thing is, the reality has been, in the 10 years that I've done this job, whenever Westminster has kind of gone into a moment, I've somehow been drawn into it. And that has just been the reality. You've lived that reality with me. You've seen that happen. I can't ignore what's going on down there. But actually, to kind of directly come back to what you said, I've not kind of gone, out there without any sort of, just me on my own. People have been getting in touch with me, and obviously I've said to them, it's not a matter for me. This is ultimately a matter for the party in Westminster to decide. I am here to support the party in whatever way I can. I've always taken that approach to the way I do politics. It remains my approach. I've said today in black and white, I'm here to support the government to make sure we're connecting with people here and across the country, and we've got a plan to beat reform. That is what matters in this whole conversation.
Okay, I like how he said that it's not up to me, it's up to the party. No, it's up to the party, but it's also up to you, Andy. So you can't wash your hands of the situation. Now, I understand why he's doing this. He doesn't want to undermine the government at the moment. He doesn't want to entertain the idea of a leadership contest because obviously he can't win it at the moment because of so many obstacles. And I've mentioned this before. He'd need to quit his job as Mayor of Greater Manchester. I don't believe there's an election for another number of years. 2028, I believe. So he would have to quit early. Then he would have to find a seat that he can win. Now, that's a bit difficult at the moment because Labour are not very popular. Now, Andy Burnham is extremely popular, but popular in the north. So he'd have to find a seat available pretty much in the area, a safe seat that he could win, and then he would be in a position where he could challenge the leadership. But you'd also have to remember that the NEC, the National Executive Committee, they're on the side of Keir Starmer at the moment. They believe, the government are going through a bit of a rough spot, but things would probably improve later on. So they're not on board with the idea of replacing Keir Starmer, at least at the moment. Now, that could change next year. Everything could change next year. But Andy Burnham, while extremely popular with people outside the parliamentary party, but also in the parliamentary party, there are too many obstacles, I think, at the moment for Andy Burnham to run as a leader of the Labour Party. Now, can he create problems? He certainly can create problems. He can attempt to push Labour back to its traditional roots. He can push it further to the left. He can call out some of these policies, and he can galvanise support in Parliament against the government or against Keir Starmer. Now, he doesn't have to come out and say these things directly, but he can be trying to redirect the conversation. And of course, he's of the old school Labour Party. He believes that, you need to talk more about the cost of living crisis, infrastructure, schools, education, jobs, the economy. You need to focus on these things as opposed to immigration. While the blue Labour wing of the Labour Party want to go in the opposite direction. They want to talk more about immigration. They want to defend Brexit, stuff like this. So there's a bit of a split in the party at the moment. And while a lot of people came in at the last election, they want to hold on to their seats, and they're facing a lot of ire, a lot of pushback from their constituents. They may entertain more the idea of somebody like Andy Burnham or Andy Burnham himself taking over. But once again, there are too many obstacles at the moment for him to be leader of the Labour Party, but he could create a lot of noise, unwanted noise for Keir Starmer. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, don't forget to check out the merch store, link in the description, where we're uploading new stuff all the time. Hope you enjoy it.